terms of a pro sports atmosphere, I cannot think of anything bigger. This place is deafening as Conor McGregor makes his latest walk to the octagon.
Every time McGregor walks through the octagon, Johnny, feels like the Super Bowl. I can imagine that's the only thing that matches the energy inside an arena when the notorious one hits the curtain. People love this guy. People love this guy because of his ability, though. They love the fact that he can go out there and put a person out with one left hand. They love the fact that he has shown an ability to compete at the top of the sport for a really long time. They also love the fact that he does not apologize for being him. He is Conor McGregor. You're going to love him or you're going to hate him, but he won't change.
And many have wondered aloud as to whether or not he will be back competing in the UFC, but in terms of scratching his competitive itch, there's only one proven ground in the world on which he can do it. It is the octagon. Great to see Conor McGregor back tonight. Conor McGregor ready to reward his supporters once again here tonight. All right, here we go with the former UFC title challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. Daniel, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight, right, opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something, I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A-plus skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Michael Chandler, ready to go, and so are we for our main event. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the former UFC lightweight champion, the notorious Conor McGregor. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Iron Michael Chandler.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, two of the best lightweights in the world. They are Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. McGregor, of course, has been on the top of the sport. Chandler still chasing that undisputed UFC lightweight greatness.
Yeah, and it starts tonight. If Michael Chandler is going to have any opportunity to fight for the belt again, he has got to beat Conor McGregor. But there are a lot of landmines in trying to deal with the McGregor problem. He has a tremendous left hand. He is very fast, and Conor McGregor's eyes, in terms of the striking, are as good as anyone in the UFC. And I believe his time spent preparing for Floyd Mayweather really elevated his level of boxing.
Oh, beautifully placed and timed kick there by McGregor.
Fighting behind a nice jab.
All right, so there's that power right from Michael Chandler. We talked a lot about mixing it up this week, but that right hand is his weapon of choice, and he found the button early.
It is his weapon of choice, and I think a lot of his success is based on the fact that he's such a high-level wrestler. So when he level changes, people tend to drop their hands, and Chandler drops a big right hand on him. I think this is one of the best athletes in the entire UFC. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, that's a big connection there from McGregor, DC.
I mean, big strike landed for Ireland's favorite son, Conor McGregor.
Both guys appeared to land there.
Oh, nice right hand, John.
Shot to the body now blocked by Conor.
He gets in a single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Oh, that's a pretty filthy combination there by McGregor. Midway through round one. Oh, uppercut to the head.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Well, he misses with the left punch there. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Michael Chandler. Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there. Big shots to the body.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch in the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
All right, so the narrative in this one, Conor McGregor's striking accuracy. He talks about this cater of weaponry, but the hands have been the story tonight.
He can do it all, and this is where he wins fights. When he is comfortable, when he is confident, and he spends the vast majority of his fight on his feet, Conor McGregor is victorious, and you're seeing that in the octagon tonight.
Chandler's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. And just misses with that big right hand. So we call on the fight stats here unofficially. 49 total strikes have landed for Conor McGregor. Beautiful land there by McGregor. Made it look easy on that exchange.
He is such a diverse striker, but he's very tricky in the approach when he's trying to land that left hand.
McGregor's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Chandler. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All big punches landing here. We'll see if he can work back to his feet. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. 20 seconds left. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Head Overhead kick attempt. It's blocked. Oh, huge right hand from Michael Chandler yet again, and not unlike the one he landed on Dan Hooker a few years back.
I mean, Michael Chandler is a beast. I think he's one of the best athletes we have in the UFC. He works extremely hard, and he's one of those guys that you just want to root for. He's got great power, but don't forget about that wrestling background that allows Chandler to get those hands to drop, thinking that you're going to take you down, and then up over the top, that overhand right land.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Chandler gets the single leg takedown.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, so the hands are crispy. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with this.
You can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns.
Oh, he's got his back.
That was nice.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove, he is hell on wheels. And right now he is showing why he is such a high-level, high-regarded kickboxer. He is outclassing this guy. This is where he wants to be. Great shot on top by Chandler.
McGregor's in half guard.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran, he's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent, then back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast tape.
Did, John. You know I love popcorn. Beautiful ground and pound approach, and now his opponent is starting to swell.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty...
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. And able to land that kick to the chin. 1 minute to go in round two. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Under 30 seconds. $20 seconds to go, round two. 15 seconds. Quick jab. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
All right, man, take a seat. That was awesome. Really hurt him there, okay? He's in trouble. There's no way he's going to recover. I need you to get out there, and I want good.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Beautiful jab lands.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination.
Straight to the body by McGregor. Nice body kick there. Oh, working the body with that kick again. Big power shot there.
This guy cannot miss the head with his strikes. Good jab.
Collar tie. Effective punch from the clinch there by McGregor. Champ, look at that redness. Place shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Oh, huge kick to the leg. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Chandler's cut on his nose, manageable for a while, maybe not so much now. That thing is pouring blood. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. Oh, McGregor's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Just that.
What a fight.
Massive head kick.
Still hurt.
Trying to stay in this fight. All right, another strike to the body, continuing to invest there in some brutal power. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Back and forth we go. All right, so the ref is going to step in here, yes, and call on the doctor to look at that nose job. Might need one after this fight.
He might, because his face looks so different. He's unrecognizable from yesterday. The blood has really become a problem for him.
Now he will consult with the referee. It looks as though this fight is going to continue.
Let's go. I was worried. I was worried about that one.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway. He gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again.
Good work, guys.
That strike blocked by Conor. Chandler's really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land.
That's a big strike right there. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Nice punch from the clinch by McGregor.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Chandler's eye is closing up. blocks the shot. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges, and big picture, I think, could set him up for future success in the next round. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight, because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, the truck has produced some replays from that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the strike that opened up that cut on the bridge of his nose.
It's nasty, and it's in a bad spot, because the reality is, when you can't breathe through your nose, you start to open your mouth, but the blood is dripping down into your mouth. How is he going to breathe in order to have a chance to win this fight?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecards will not be needed. If we continue to fight as we did in the previous round, somebody is going to sleep.
He's got still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was versus Ngannou, and you know he still haven't found Alistair over his head.
Oh, big shots raining down. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by McGregor. All right, close guard now.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. He passes the half.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Oh, McGregor's really taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? They might even call in the ringside physician. He is continuing to target that area. Chandler's cut right on the bridge of his nose does not look good, folks. We'll continue to keep an eye on it, and you got to think the ringside physician will too. Referee might call him in here in short order. Just missed on the uppercut.
Oh, nice.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Big shots landed by him now. Oh, McGregor's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom.
He has done such a great job of targeting that cut that now he has his opponent in a critical situation. Massive shot from the top.
Chandler's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing the opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, back up again. You can't hold a good man down. Michael Chandler going for the takedown. He misses.
Again.
Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
That's one of those shots that if you take. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, well, as many of you know, the overwhelming majority of Conor McGregor's pro MMA wins have come by knockout, and he produces another one here in the octagon tonight.
Produces another knockout. Conor McGregor